Hey everybody, what's going on? It is James here with Crypto Quick Start and want to shoot a video. It's January 18th, 6 o'clock in the morning or so. And yesterday, the day before, we had one of the biggest pullbacks we've had in the last 12 months. And a lot of people were freaking out. But I want to shoot this video because the thing is if you are playing with money that you can truly afford to lose during those crashes and during those dips, sometimes that's where the best opportunities actually lie at. So there's a lot of talk about all this FUD about Asia's banning cryptocurrencies and this and this and this. Listen, everybody says every time they say this one's different, this one's different, this one's different, okay? Every time there's a correction, it's normally triggered by some type of fake news or some type of FUD, and that triggers the correction. And if you think that's a coincidence, you know, maybe you're right, I don't. I think it's all market manipulation. I think it's all planned ahead of time. And I think that we have a lot of whales out there that are pushing emotional triggers that cause people to act a certain way. And then they come in and they buy cheap coins. So I used to get really upset about it because my portfolio would take these big pullbacks. Like, for example, this time my portfolio pulled back 47%, which was a lot of money. But rather than getting upset and panic selling, I was looking for opportunities to buy. And I bought several coins, but one of the ones that's performing the best so far is Tron. Now, I had not bought any Tron. I had avoided all the hype about Tron because, you know, I just learned from experience that buying at all-time highs normally doesn't work out too well. So finally, yesterday, I saw that Tron was in a rebuy zone, or a zone that felt comfortable for me. So I went and I swooped up some Tron. And the sheet that you're looking at right now, most of it's blurred out because this is actually part of one of my paid programs where I share my trades in real time with my members. So there is no faking this. They saw me buy it. They knew when I bought it. They knew what I paid for it. All right. So yesterday, January 17th, I went in and I bought Tron when it was 488 Satoshis, which at the time, Bitcoin was $9,581. I bought Bitcoin, and then I took that Bitcoin and I bought Tron with it. All right. So it cost me, after fees and everything, roughly 4.68 cents per coin. All right. Now, that wasn't a super easy thing to do because obviously things were going down and there was still the possibility it could go down more. But based on what I was seeing on the charts and based on what I was seeing in the market, I felt like it was getting ready to turn around. Now, 24 hours later, whether you hate crypto, whether you love crypto, whether you think it's a future, whether you think it's a bubble, none of that stuff matters. And I don't get into the politics of these coins, okay? I'm not an evangelist for cryptocurrency. I'm an opportunist, and I'm here to make money. So here's what happened. 24 hours later, actually it's been about 22 hours, 21 hours actually, since I bought this coin. We can go over to CoinMarketCap, and Tron is currently 10.57 cents. So let's do a little math, all right? 10.5741. Okay, I didn't put my decimal, obviously. So 10.5741 cents divided by, I paid 0.68 cents. That means that Tron is now up 225%. Okay, not up, but it's 225% of what I paid, which is a gain of 125%. What that means is for every $1,000 that I put into Tron 21 hours ago, I could sell it right now for $2,259. Now, that is a massive gain in anybody's book, in anybody's world. The stock market is not going to return that type of gain, you know, hardly ever, okay? And the difference in the stock market and crypto, this is a big thing, and this is where the stock market people get really offended because they say, well, it's not the same because you don't have the same amount of money invested. I actually agree with them, right? If you're investing in a mutual fund, you might feel comfortable investing 50 or 100 grand in that mutual fund and letting it grow at 5 or 10% per year. Okay, you're probably not going to go throw $100,000 on Tron during a market that seems to be crashing, right? You got to have some serious guts to do something like this. But if you're trading with risk management in mind and you're trading, say, 10% of your fund and you're risking 10% of your trade fund and you've got 10 grand to trade, well, boom, there you go, right? let's say that you have a $50,000 trade fund, which a lot of people do now because the market's been so giving this year. Even those that started with 5 or 10 grand, a lot of them have 50 now. So if you take that times 10% and you risk 10% on a trade, 10% was 5 grand divided by 0.0468 would have bought you 106,837 coins. They're currently worth, we just said, 10.5. So that would have been an $11,217 return on a $5,000 investment. That means that in the last 21 hours, that would have returned $6,217 worth of profit. Now, to put in that perspective, 99% of people on Earth, not the US, but on the entire Earth, make less than that per month. All right? Only 1% of the people on Earth make more than $6,000 per month. In fact, it's even less than that. Only 1% of people on Earth make more than $3,000 a month. All right? So we're talking about fairly safe, plays here. I'm not talking about going out there and getting stupid. I wanted to get stupid yesterday. I actually had talks with my paid group, and then I also had talks with a couple of friends on Skype because I was trying to talk some sense into myself because I wanted to just go, balls to the wall and just throw all of my available fiat into this stuff. And even though it would have worked out, that's not proper risk management, and it only takes one mistake like that to completely burn your house to the ground. So I didn't do that. I kept it fairly safe as far as crypto goes, if there's such a thing. But my point is, I'm not sitting here beating my chest saying I'm the greatest ever. It's nothing like that. Tron actually got down even lower than where I bought it at. So other people got an even better buy on this. But my point being is, after doing this for 8 months, which is not a very long time in terms of history, but in terms of crypto, 8 months is a long time. You see a lot of stuff happen in 8 months, and I've done about 3,700 trades in those 8 months. I traded over $2 million worth of coins, and I know that because I actually bought a software that tracks all that for me. And in just December, I actually traded $2.2 million worth of coins. Now, that's volume, that's not profit, that's total volume, okay? But my point being is, 8 months is not a long time, but the amount of experience I have actually trading these coins and the amount of trades I've done, I've really come to understand this market. I'm not an expert. I'm not trying to be arrogant or conceited because God knows I'm still a newbie at this like so many others. But compared to where I was 8 months ago, it's a lot less nerve-wracking and it's a lot easier to make these types of plays. When I first started and things were crashing or things were correcting, all I could think about was all the money I was losing, right? First time it corrected, I actually panic sold and I actually lost money. Second time it corrected, I didn't panic sell, but as soon as it bounced back, I sold a bunch of my coins because I was scared. And I was like, yeah, it might keep crashing. So as soon as it took a little bounce, I sold them and tried to get out for even. And that cost me a lot of missed gains, right? So this was really the third serious correction that I've been part of. And this time I didn't sell my coins. I wasn't happy about the pullback. It was upsetting to me watching the value deteriorate before my eyes. But I chose to take advantage of the opportunity and make the best of a bad situation. So that's what I did. So, and it wasn't the only coin I bought. I bought metal yesterday as well, which was $370 when I bought it. I haven't looked at it today, so this might blow up in my face, but let's check it and see where it's at. So it looks like it's 444. Okay, so not near as good as Tron, but hey, that's not bad. 444 I bought for 370. That's a 20% gain, right? 20%. So 1.2. So for every $1,000 invested, guess what? $200 profit, right? In 21 hours. So hopefully you did okay on this. And if you didn't do okay on it, just remember that when the market is bleeding, if you're playing with money that you can afford to lose, sometimes that's where the best opportunities lie. Now, if you're playing with money that you can't afford to lose, it ain't worth it. It's not worth trying to catch a bounce and hoping it works out and then finding out that it keeps crashing and now you're stuck holding coins for a year that you can't afford to hold. And what else? I bought Bitcoin yesterday. I bought Bitcoin for $94.89 and it's up to 11.9. So that was a nice little gain as well. So there you have it. For those people that sometimes people ask me, hey, is it done? Is it done correcting? I have no idea. I really don't. It wouldn't surprise me if we're done correcting and we keep going up. It also wouldn't surprise me if I wake up tomorrow and we're down to $8,000, right? I have no idea what's going to happen. With my hold coins, I just hold them and I don't try to get fancy with it because in the past that cost me money. And with my trade coins, I buy them at a certain price. I decide what price I'm going to sell them for up front, and I sell them when they hit that price. And if they, if they don't hit it, I keep holding until they do hit it. Sometimes they never hit it, right? That's just life. So hopefully everybody enjoyed this video. Hopefully everybody's having an amazing week. It's already Thursday here, and it's 6:50, so I'm getting ready to get my butt to work for the day. And yeah, good luck trading. And please remember that, always seek out advice from a professional investment advisor before making any type of investments. I'm not a financial advisor. I'm not an investment advisor. I'm simply some dude sitting in a spare bedroom. All right. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel. And if you're not already a member, please feel free to come hang out with me and 3,300 other cryptocurrency enthusiasts in our Facebook group. There will be a link in the description.